them strength because they know you are telling them the truth. You're not flattering them. You can't flatter your purpose by lying to it and speaking good things that you don't feel. Because when you speak to somebody and they know it's truthful, they're going to feel something that's going to empower them. And so that's what we do with our purpose. We speak to it. And when we speak to our destiny, and when we really feel good about it, it starts giving us things. You know? It's not nobody holding you back. Your purpose begins to open doors and it gives you things. You feel me? Yeah. And so we believe it in Jesus' name.
Yes.
All right, guys. How many of y'all feel that? Do you feel good about what you do? Do you feel good about not about just you, but do you look at what you're able to do and does it make you be like, man, I'm a bad dude? When the last time you said, I'm a bad dude, boy? When the last time you said that? Have you ever said that? And when you say it, do you feel ashamed like you're not supposed to say it? When the last time you said, I'm a bad individual?
Yes.
When the last time you said, I'm cold? When the last time, when I feel good, I say, I'm Undrai, I'm fine. When the last time you said, I'm Charlie?
Yeah.
When the last time you said, I'm Crystal? I mean, what you expect? When the last time you said, I'm Kathy? I mean, and not out of playing.
Yes.
But when is the last time well, I know you say it, but when is the last time, when is the last time you said, I'm whatever?
Yes. Yes.
Like, of course, what you expect.
Yeah.
And see, when you see what you have and you feel good about it,
yes,
man, you just start spitting out knowledge.
Yeah.
Because knowledge comes from joy. Knowledge don't come from books. It comes from joy. Because if you're not speaking nothing, if you don't know nothing, you're not happy about something. Knowledge comes from joy.
Yes.
If you don't know nothing, then you're not glad about something. You understand? Yeah, write that down. If you don't know nothing, then you're not happy about something. You feel me? If you don't know nothing, you're not happy about something. Those of you on Periscope, y'all understand what I'm talking about? Y'all feeling me? Anybody asking any questions? Hey, I'm just going to be on here for a few minutes. I'm not going to be here long. I'm practicing not being here long. People say, I'll talk for 4 hours. That's not smart. If you want to hear me for 4 hours, get on a plane and come down here and talk to me. I'm here every day. Get you a ticket and come down here and talk. And it shouldn't have to be a lot of people for you to get a ticket to come down here. You can sit down here and it'll be me and you. You understand? It'll be me and you and we'll talk. And you get your hotel room and just come here and sit down and we'll talk. It's happened before. We've had people to fly from Canada and they were here for about a week or so. I'm like, what you really doing down here? Because I don't know how to entertain you. I don't know what to do with you, dude. I just want to see you in operation. I'm like, okay. That's a bathroom. I'm going there by myself. All right. I got something I want you to say. Look at your forms. It's called University of Kairos. Those of you who want it, you know how to email me. Go to my website at undraifizer.com. You know how to email me at Dr. Undrai Fizer at mac.com or Undrai Fizer at gmail.com or Fizer International at yahoo.com. And just email me if you want this. I'll go on my Facebook and I'll send it to you. Okay, I got to ask you a question. Let's look at it. Recognizing value. Everybody, just say it. Recognizing value. Yeah, I just want to give you some. You're going to look at this, then you go home. Number one, the value of a speaker is determined by the depths of what you feel you'll miss if you don't hear them speak. The value of an entertainer is determined by the depths of what you feel you'll miss if you don't hear them entertain. The value of a class is determined by the depths of what you feel you will miss if you don't attend it. The value of anything is determined by what you feel you're going to be left without if you don't have it. And if you know what you're going to be left without if you don't have it, that determines how you handle it when you do. You want to know the value of something? What would I miss if I don't hear that person? If you know what you're going to miss if you don't hear them, that determines how you handle them when you do. Raise your hand if you understand what I'm saying. You understand that? That's clear, isn't it? If you want to know the value of an entertainer, what do you feel you're going to miss if you don't see him perform? That determines how you handle them when you do. Raise your hand if you understood that.
Oh, yeah.
What's the value of a class? The value of a class is determined by what you're going to miss, the depths of what you feel you're going to miss if you don't attend it. And that handles how you learn when you are there.
Yes.
Those of you, y'all giving me some hearts? Give me some hearts. They're cussing me out. Oh, I look like Bridget looking at some cuss words. Everything all right over there, Bridget? Bridget look like, oh, wait a minute. Y'all understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. The value of your ability, Chari, is determined by what people will miss if they don't hear you. That determines how valuable you are. Not how well you sound in their face, but what they gonna miss if they found out you were there and left and they didn't hear you.
They missed it.
You understand? Yes. What's the value of a teacher? You mean Jason was here and we didn't hear? You're not valuable when people hear you. You're valuable when they don't, and they can feel what they miss. That makes sense? Oh, yes. Raise your hand. What's the value of your design? You mean I could have wore that? I could have. You want to? It's not when they break the door down to buy what you buy what you do. It's what they feel they don't have if they don't. That determines how people connect when they can. So you could flatter and you could say everything, but a lot of things are not valuable to us because we can live without it and don't think about it. Because it's when it's in your face, we don't do what's proper. So the value of a thing, look at it, the value of a thing is determined by what you will be denied if you miss the experience. You really want to know the value of the kingdom, or the value of purpose, or the value of awareness? It's what will you feel? What do you think you will be denied if you miss the experience? That determines if you're procrastinative or walking in excuses. If you can handle what you're going to miss, you're going to always give an excuse to it. Did you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So I got a question for you. What do you possess of value? That's what I want y'all to write for yourself. What do you possess of value? And how do you treat it? And how do you see it? And how do you respond to it? That's your question. That's it. That's all I got. Man, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate that. You know, because I'm Undrai Fizer. I appreciate it. You understand? That's it. I mean, that's it. That's why I said be prepared. What do you think you miss if you don't? That determines how you live when you have it. Make sense, Sean? So your music ability is determined by how we feel if we don't have it. How do you feel if you don't have it? If you don't do what you do, how will you feel? Have you recognized your value that much, man? Have you? Have you looked at yourself like that? Are you ashamed of looking at yourself like that? What you gonna miss? Those of you watching me on Periscope, what are you gonna miss? What are you gonna miss? You got me on the good side. You got the phone down. The phone, it don't need to be raised to catch me at a good side. Okay. I got caught in my mystery side, my mysterious side. Kathy, what is it? I mean, what do you have that's missed? You know how valuable something is if you don't have it no more. Well, that determines what you do with it when you do have it. Because if you just miss it when it's in your face, it's really not valuable, though. It's in my face. Maybe we're taking some of this stuff for granted. We think it's going to be there all the time. Whenever you think something's going to be there all the time, your honor of it loses its intensity because it's going to always be right there.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you really follow me? Mm-hmm. That's what valuable is, not flattery. You could thank people for things, thank you for this here. But you don't know how valuable it is until you can't get it. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's why we look at death funny, when the finality, when somebody dies and you cry, you miss something. It's like, I could have gotten something. And I can't, and you just move on. I have my mentor, Myles Munroe. I tell some people, he died and didn't even know he died. Myles right now he's dead, but in his mind, he's not dead. Myles is still trying to get where he's going. I could feel him. Mm-hmm. I could feel Myles still trying to get somewhere and talk. Myles don't even know he dead. Myles Munroe don't even know he dead. He walked so great in what he was about, he don't even know he passed away. He's still trying to go somewhere and teach. And all of us that been trained by that brilliance or corrected by it in some way, shape, or form, we still feel that it's hard to say he's dead. Mm-hmm. And that's how it is about Jesus. It's like Jesus died, but he's still getting somewhere. Mm-hmm. And you can feel it. You can feel him still getting somewhere. You can still feel God getting somewhere. You can still feel it. That's what the Holy Spirit is for. It connects us to what he's doing and what we're doing. And it shows you how to feel good about what you're supposed to give. So I'm asking this before I let you go. What do you have that you value so much that if I don't have it, what you think we're going to miss if we miss your experience? Do you know, Crystal? What do you miss? What will you miss from denying yourself an experience? You understand what I'm saying? What will you miss, Kathy, if you denied yourself an experience? What will you miss, Shari? You want to know how valuable? It's not a matter of people celebrate you, say, girl, you sound good on keyboard. It's what do they miss from the experience? That's how come some people could go see certain entertainers. They can go see certain people because they feel it's an experience. The entertainer's not going to even talk to them, but they feel it's going to be something. But they can always miss a principle. If you don't feel the principle is valuable, you could flatter it, but what will you miss, Periscope, if you don't hear it? I know I get up here and I say a lot of things, but what if I don't say it? What you going to miss from me? Are you just going to find somebody else? Like I'll find somebody else. What unique thing do you think you'll miss from me if I don't say it? What unique thing we're going to miss from you if you don't say it, Jason? What will you miss from yourself if you don't say it? What will the school miss if Jason don't say what he said?